Sub YouTube. I just figured that since we're inside, we can try to mess around with the camera a little bit. I don't know. Should just get in Yuma, I guess. I was trying to. What's up, YouTube? I'm sorry. I was trying to see if how long I could actually hold the camera for him, because he's really quiet. He's been quiet. I mean, when I open the door, he just stays there. Yeah, he's so like he knows. I don't know. Somehow he knows that when I'm looking at him, and then his eyes open up. Even when he's like, whoa, wait, asleep. He's so great. Yuma. Here, no. I was trying to avoid. He come over here. I was just gonna tell him to come from a distance. That I may not be able to take care of him very long, because of my own medical problems with my mental disability and all that crap. And I told him that I would go on YouTube and just like ask if anyone was interested in making a really, really awesome, loyal friend who's incredibly smart and beautiful and has the most loyal and awesome heart ever. That he's that I would give it a little bit, at least try to get him a place before he so he doesn't have to go to the animal care and control, where I think they will euthanize a dog as big as him. If he stays too long. I can't imagine why anybody wouldn't want to adopt him if they saw him at the ACC, right? I'm not really sure. I mean, I found him, and I wanted. I got it. As soon as I saw him, I got him right away. But there might be another person like me out there that could really that makes the decision fast or really wants to be his parent. But you gotta make sure that he has food and water every day, and he's smart enough to pick out his own bed. You know? He goes outside to the restroom all the time. He waits for you no matter what. If you're running a little late or something, he totally understands. He doesn't even hold it against you. He's always listening. He's always paying attention. And when you try to tiptoe past him or something, his eyes will open up. He's like that. So anytime you wake up in the middle of the night, or something happens outside, or something stirs and you get up, then he already knows that you're getting up. In his head, he looks at you as you're getting up and looking at him. And you both get up at the same time and walk to the window or walk to the door. For fighting, he's not... I never really liked him to defend me because I thought I could defend myself, you know? So I would get mad at him, tell him to get behind me or something like that. I never expected him to be my watchdog or my guard dog, because he's not. That's not what he is. That's not what he is to me, and that's not what I want him to do. I don't want him to put himself in danger if something happened. But he wouldn't anyway. He's smart enough to just bark and just like defend in that way, you know what I mean? So he's good like that. You see how that noise just came up right now? I don't want to get into it, but when it's in psychological warfare or any war, it's kind of a noise pollution. Noise pollution is a part of psychological warfare. So if you're making a video that you want to say things very clearly about, they seem to know somehow that it's a great time to turn on that blower thing, because he's making a video that they don't want to talk about. I just thought I'd try to see if I could just put some words out there for him. I don't want to get rid of him. I don't, and it's not my choice really. I don't know how long I'm going to be around for him to be able to have me take care of him, take him out or whatever. If something were to happen, then I totally would just like, I don't know what I'd do, because I would be not able to get him something. But I do know one person. I'm going to ask that person and see if maybe he could stay with them for a while. And maybe just like spend the night or something, and then I don't know. We'll see. It's like I've been trying to get rid of that word for a long time. You see, like from 10 months ago, when I first started making videos, I said I was going to stop saying like this or like that. You know, I wanted to try to improve on my vocabulary. I wanted to stop saying all the time, and you know, I wanted to make these little efforts in I wanted to make these efforts in improving my vocabulary so I could speak well enough for the camera and communicate what I was thinking on my mind, and be sure that I am not sounding I don't know. I was just trying to I was trying to say that these little things that I was making efforts in trying to there it goes again. See, I can't improve. I mean, I can keep trying. I've been trying to do that. I've been my words are limited, I guess. I don't know. I need to read more. I don't see any improvement in my life that I've been making. I know it's like it's been only 10 months, right? But at least I could have eliminated one of those words from my vocabulary. I also used to really keep clean and stuff, and I used to speak up for myself a lot more. And we used to go to the park every single day. Every day for quite some time. for a long time, I always took him to the park every day. We'd be running around. I watch him run around, and I'd go with him. Even if I was drunk, I would still take him out. And even if I was drunk, I'd do something with him, you know. At least we could go out and do things. Since we've been around, I guess in these rooms and stuff, I can't understand why I just can't get outside. I mean, I like outside. This is San Francisco. I love it out there. Yuma likes to go out too. And I had a friend that used to come and get me, and he'd be like, "Come on, let's go outside." But now it's just there's no reason why we have to stay in here. We can go outside. We can go outside anytime we want. But I don't understand why I can't go outside. It's so weird. I can't get it out of my head. My neighbor used to be like that. Now nobody lives on this side. But my other neighbor, he used to be like that too. He used to say, "I want to go outside." And then he would go outside. Even if it was nighttime, he would go take a chair and sit outside the hotel. I never had that problem. I was just out the door all the time, and even in the middle of the night, if I didn't feel right, I couldn't go to sleep. I'd wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning or 3:30 in the morning. I would go outside and go for a walk, take him for a walk with me, and then come back, and then we just get back in bed and go to sleep. Or if we're hungry in the middle of the night, go to 7-Eleven and go get something to eat, and a pizza or something. Or my friend would be out there too, and he'd be like, "Come on, let's go eat and stuff." Stuff like that. It was never ever a problem. I got skateboard now, and you know, I mean, like, I really I have activities now that I can go outside, and I could practice. I could do all kinds of stuff, you know. I have computers. I have a chessboard, which is really cool. I had fun with that with the front desk person the other day. But I seem to have given my power away at some point to, I want to say, the psychological warfare, the psyops, and whoever it is that's playing with these voices and all of these colors, and it's really taking its toll on me. So I think that's why we stay inside now. I mean, I'll make it to the door. I'll make it to the hallway. If he has to go to the restroom, I go downstairs. I take him downstairs to go use the restroom, because he has to go outside, right? And if I have to go to the restroom, I go there too. I go to the bathroom down the hallway. And I always wanted to make sure that once we leave the room in the morning, we won't be back until in the evening time. And that never worked out. Never ever did we try one day like that. We always just came back to this room, and we didn't want to. We didn't want to come back to this room and just like sit here all day. We didn't want to just sit here doing nothing. You know, okay, so I have a computer. I have I got internet from Metro, because Metro is cool. And it doesn't cost that much. It's pretty cheap. I mean, I'm not cheap, but it's reasonable. It's good. It works. I'm not picky, or I don't get into it too much. But what I'm saying is, like, I have all these, and I wanted to learn coding. And you can do that online, easy. But I have no interest anymore. I mean, I do have the interest. I know that I was interested in it, and I wanted to do it, and that I can do it. I know that I'm able to do it, and it's within my I just gotta turn on the computer and I gotta plug the internet in. But here's the thing is that once I do that, once I get the computer going, once I go to the website and I start doing it, it just kind of, the motivation for it, the everything just kind of it goes away. Almost in like 5 seconds. And then that's how me and him, we start out like that too. Like I'll grab him and I say, come on, let's go outside. And then he'll be ready, I'll be ready, and then we're just about to go outside the door, and then all of a sudden I just feel like a big old sense of dread or something, some kind of sense that just like makes me feel I gotta stay here. And then I gotta stay here and I gotta wait until it's safe or something. That's sometimes I say that. And then sometimes I say, well, I don't have any money, I can't do anything. Or we have nowhere to go, there's nobody to expect us. I have dirty clothes today, I can't go outside. Let me see. I gotta clean the room. I can't go outside because I gotta clean the room. But look, it's still dirty. That's what I'm saying is like, about 10 months ago, maybe that's when I first moved in. I kept the room clean, pretty much. And then I got excited about the mop and the broom that I got. And I was using that every day for like a really, really long time. It's not hard. It's not difficult to get some water and mop this up. You know what I mean? Look at that. It's just, I can do it. I know I can. I brushed him this morning. I changed his food. And I was supposed to do laundry today. But when I was here last night alone, just on my own, and just working on some kind of, I think it was like project. I was trying to learn how to do video editing or something. That didn't go very well either. The door knocks, and then I was like, wow, who would be knocking on the door? Because no one ever knocks on the door, except for the pest man, maybe a hot team comes and checks the room to see if anybody's in here and to see if the room is okay or damaged. You know what I mean? And usually the room is like spotless. It's so clean, you know, and the dishes are done, and everything's fine. Always it is. And it's so sad that it's just changed from spotless to now it's just it can't even get up and do that. Okay, so this is my point. We'll get to the door. We'll get there. We'll get that sense of dread. We come back. We sit down, and then we take a moment, and then one of us will fall asleep. Whatever. Just out of nowhere, we'll fall asleep. Like I'm not sleepy. I know I'm not sleepy. I slept last night. I can I have enough energy. I had breakfast this morning. I am ready to go. You know what I mean? And I feel good. And I'll do that. And then all of a sudden I pass out. And then hours later I wake up all of a sudden again. And then I feel that vibration on my body and whatever. I don't want to get into that too much because I made myself sound like I was crazy yesterday. Which I am crazy, but I'm just saying like there's a pattern in all of it. And that happens to us like every time that we try to get out the door. And it's not hard. Just grab him, get the leash, and then just walk out with no looking back. Lock the door, just get out. And then if I forgot my hat here, or if I forgot my wallet here, or something like that, then don't go back for it unless you really need it. But if I do need it, then I end up back right in here, sitting on the bed or sitting in this chair, and feeling so sleepy all of a sudden. And then in the last month, it's intensified. It's gotten a lot more intense. See, even my words, I have a big old way of saying it, and that's not usually the way I talk. There's a way that I could phrase it so communication is yeah, that's what I'm saying is I know my words. I know how to speak English, and I know how to say a sentence plain and simple and express myself. So my communication gets to you out there, you know, or to anybody actually. But in this room, those little those moments, they become so overwhelming, I guess. Being having one symptom hit another symptom, and then another symptom and another one, all compounded all at once. I think that's what's defeating us. So when I was recording the other night, I recorded I was talking about they sort of come in not in order, but in a separate kind of let me see, separate symptom for every. So I'm trying to say, if they want you to sweat, you sweat. If they want to make you nervous, they make you nervous. They have a button for it. If they have, I imagine they have a button for it. I don't know how they non-lethal weapons go, but if they want you to feel anxious, they have a button for that. And if they want your eyes to dry out and your nose to dry out and your mouth to dry out, they have a microwave button for that, you know. If they want you to be jittery or feel the vibration in your body, then they have a button for that too. So I imagine if they pushed all the buttons down all at once, that me and Yuma will be hit with all of that. And I've noticed that since before we came to this hotel, that there's also that they have a button for the sleepy time, the sleepy one. And when my friend used to come over here, he used to come over here, and then we'd talk and hang out and stuff, but then he would pass out. He would just be asleep. And then I'd be like, oh, okay, well, I'll just let him pass out then. And then I'll go back to doing what I was doing. And then he'll just say, hey, well, you got to tell me when I pass out like that. You got to wake me up. And then I didn't think too much of it then. But then, I mean, he didn't really understand it either, I think. That's why he didn't really know how to tell me that it was a big deal. So I didn't really ever take it to heart. Anyways, he would come over, he'd pass out, and he'd say, wake me up, wake me up. And then lately, in the last months, it's just gotten so weird that we're just sitting here and we're just sitting here and sitting here all day. I watched the beautiful day out there. See how gorgeous it is. It's nice outside. It's kind of chilly, but it's nice. I'd rather be out there than sitting in here. And then people would say, well, why don't you just overcome it? Why don't you overcome this depression and get outside? Because you were talking about a depression walk the other day, and it just takes you to take action. Yeah, well, I'm saying it's like, I don't know what to say about it. It's as if we have invisible chains or something around us, and that as soon as I think we can get out, we end up we end up being tied back up, back down. See, and even my fucking, it's embarrassing to be like this. It's embarrassing to be out of control while I'm trying my best to convey a message here. I don't know if this will ever reach anybody, or if they don't even give a shit about it or anything. Or there's nothing you could do, really, anything. There's nothing any group of scientists or any group of church people or any police squad or military squad or what else? What else is there? I mean, there's nothing that can. Okay, there might be something actually, but I don't know if there is. But I'm just saying, there's no help for me and Yuma, basically, in this. Either I completely force myself, and pull him along with me, and just don't look back. Just get out. Even when I do that, though, I mean, like, we'll just go outside, take care of something. And we're free. We used to go to Embarcadero. We used to go to Fisherman's Wharf. We used to go to Presidio. We used to go to Golden Gate Park, the beach. All these places. Just go out and just spend the day out there, right? Or just a long time. Not worry about this place. And now it's this. It's just this. I think one of my biggest problems was always regretting that I didn't get up and go outside to go enjoy my day. I said it out loud, I thought it in my head, and it was something that I really didn't like to do, and I did it rarely, but I did it sometimes. You know what I mean? And then afterwards, I would feel just horrible that I didn't take the time to go outside and really enjoy the day, because sometimes it gets so cold, the seasons are changing, and it's a cold season, and the hot days were there, and I just watched the hot day go, and I would be looking forward to it for a long time. And I just voiced the other day that my birthday is coming up in next week or the week after, and I love my birthday. I used to just on that day, I used to just celebrate a good day, you know? And then for the last three years, it's been sabotaged. It's like this last time I took myself out, like right away. I left the room right away, and I stayed out all morning, and I had a great morning, just great. I was happy. He was happy, and we got drawn back to the room. Because I thought I was going to be able to leave again. I thought I was going to be able to get out of that room again. That was a different hotel. But as soon as we got back in there, it was so, the vibrations were there. It was just like, they were ready for me with some punishment. And it was relentless, and it just kept going and going and going and going all day. And it was just like, we tried to get out, I tried to go. So that kept going all the way until midnight. At least they stopped at midnight, because they do that pretty often too. Like for Christmas, they'll go all the way up to midnight, and then after midnight, it's done. Then you feel the heavy burden, the weight, and the stress, and the anxiety, and all the name calling, all of that just lifts up, and it's just gone. And at first, when it first did that, I was like, whoa. I looked around, and I was so cautious. I was so surprised that it was gone. It felt like it was gone. And it happened right at midnight. And I was always suspicious, and I would walk around a little bit to try to see if it would happen again, and it would go away. It was just gone for just a little while. But what I learned is that they were just quiet. They stopped. They just stopped it right at 12, and that they just stayed quiet. They didn't say any more words. They didn't bother to call me names anymore. And it just stopped. And then I'd forget them with their help, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't want to blame because I'm taking ownership of my life and responsibility for it. But these are the ways that I'm trying to explain it. Is that I believe that they probably have a structure around it, like they have a plan built up for those days. Otherwise, why would it be on until midnight that night? Why would they do it just all like that and then just stop so quickly? It's happened so many times. So my birthday, I think, is going to be a day that's going to be like that. But I said this year, I'm going to, regardless of whether it's going to be a good or a bad day, and whether it's going to be my birthday and stuff, I will remember that it's my birthday internally, and I will privately, on my own, say happy birthday in my head. I won't have any expectations. I won't have a cake or anything special. I'll just privately have that in my mind. So and that's not a bad thing, That's a humble way to celebrate your birth. I'm really not special anyway, so I mean, like, there's nothing like. I'm not expecting like tons of guests or something like that. Like when I was younger, that was funny. I always had fun on my birthday. There's like a lot of memories that I've had just with my birthday. But like I said, the last 3 years have been sabotage, and then this year I just said I'm going to be humble and just not say anything and just privately tell myself I'm happy that I was born this day and that I am okay with it being just a regular normal day and not anything to celebrate. And inside, actually, I feel a little sad about that because it's totally not me. It's not me. I'm alone now, so I mean, I'm alone now. I used to have friends. I used to have my sister around, and we love the birthdays. It's this birthday celebration of your birthday, and even if it wasn't a celebration, it was something special. At least a cake or a cupcake or something. And because birthday parties, I think for children mostly, and popular people. But it's odd how such a dramatic change over the course of 3 years. Sabotage, and then this year it's just it's almost like I made an agreement with myself that I would just do something not to bring attention or make a big deal out of it. And that sounds so like accepting that I'm defeated, you know what I mean? And it just makes me feel like, what the hell is wrong with me? I just don't, who is taking my power away from me, and why am I so different? I'm sorry to just bring this stuff up, but I think it's a good point for me to just say there is different stuff. I want you, whoever's listening to me out there, to not do what I'm doing. I want you to, if you feel like you want to celebrate your birthday, by all means, you should try to celebrate your birthday. If you're not gonna get a card for your birthday from someone else, I think you can draw one, make one, or you could go to the store and get yourself one, a really pretty one, or one that has a really good message, an expensive one that makes noise or something like that. And I think you owe it to yourself to make your own birthday. like if you don't get no presents or anything, I think it's a good idea that you can go to Walgreens and just get like a cheap present or maybe something, and then they have wrapping paper there that you can pick out all of that stuff and tape, and then you can box something and tape it up and make it special. I think that's I would do that sometimes. Whenever I was depressed and sad, I would take myself to Blockbuster and rent as many movies as I could. I would get popcorn and pizza and anything that I wanted. The soda, I would do everything. I would say, this is my depression cure. I love myself so much that I'm going to throw myself a little party. I'm going to get all the blankets from my room, and I'm going to go sit in the living room, and I'm going to have all this food, and whoever comes by they can sit down with me and watch some movies, because I have tons of movies. And that always worked. The next day after that day of depression, I would feel so much better, and I'd be at work, and then and they say, what did you do for the weekend, or something like that. And then I'd tell them that I kind of got myself out of depression, and I felt so much better. So I think that's kind of what I'm trying to say, is that on your birthday, I think it's really important that you take a little bit of time. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, the whole day. The whole day is your birthday. And I think that's that you can treat yourself throughout the day, maybe as you're going along through whatever day you're going to work. And then I think it's okay to tell people it's your birthday. And then, you know what, the one thing that I was doing the other day was listening to power round dance music. I'm Native American, so there's some Native American groups that sing Happy Birthday. It's the birthday songs, and I know them by heart. But so I just had them blasting in my room just a couple of days ago, and I was going to keep going with them, but just today, this subject came up, and it's kind of I'm kind of afraid of ruining my own birthday. So I'm kind of just saying, like, go to YouTube and get, if nobody's gonna sing you a happy birthday, listen to one of those. Listen to the Native American ones, because those are the awesomest ones. Like Northern Cree has class. They've been doing theirs for a long time, and there's three guys. I don't know. And there's even some medicine ones in there. Some like with some medicine men in there, and family ones. It's beautiful. Native Americans are genuinely, from their heart, they genuinely love each other, and they care about each other, and they respect each other. They respect the land. We honor the eagle, animals, and we do all of these wonderful things because we know that we are supposed to be here. The earth and the universe made room for us, so we're here. The universe made room for that dog right there to be in my life. The universe made room for me to be in this city, on this earth, and here I am. I'm here, and you can't change it unless you kill me or something, but I mean, like, there's really no excuse for saying that I don't belong here in this city, or no excuse for saying that I don't belong on this earth or in this country because I'm an American citizen, and I belong here just as much as you do, or the person that is outside. All of them. We had reserved spots here on this earth to be here today, on this day, tomorrow, the next day, until we die. We have a right to be here, just like the trees are sitting out there, just like those big old boulders in the middle of the desert, like those little things, the road runners running across the street, the bears in the I'm just saying. I got all deep with that one. I'm just saying that we all have a right to be here, and there's no person on this earth that can tell us that we do not belong here. that we are intruding on their land and on their life, and we're making it difficult for them to live, and they can't get to work. They have no peace because we have nowhere to go, and we're just, I want to get mad and just say, I hate the people that tell us that we can't live inside and we can't have a home on the inside. It makes me so mad, but I want to stay calm too, because it's a sensitive issue. I know that people bought land in America, and I know that they own it, and that they plan to do certain things with it, and they weren't intending on actually sharing it with people. But this is America. We have rights, and we have amendments and all this stuff, that we all have a right to be here on this land. And if someone doesn't feel like we aren't able to, we're not allowed here because it's trespassing and it's private property and whatever, and there's courts that we can go through to make sure that we do it legally. That way you can get your building. That way you stood up for yourself and you said, this is my private building. Then okay, let's do it the legal way though, because I think it's a good idea that you do it the legal way, so that way everyone knows, and I know that building is yours, and the courts already went through it and they did it. Just do it so that way we all know and stuff. It's not that big of a deal. It's like, that's why we made the system to be the way it is. Don't be afraid to use the system. And on top of that, it's just I think that the harassment from the gang stalkers, I think that was like way overline, and I don't know, because it makes me look like I'm fucking crazy. Even making that video the other day about the hangman's noose and all that, I got some feedback on that privately in my mind. It was some people that saying, how dare you not think about the waste that you'd be doing with your body. Your body's just gonna sit there and rot and hang there, and then we have to clean it up. We have to go in that room and clean it up. And then they were saying, and what about your dog? What about your dog? We had to euthanize that dog, and it costs money to euthanize it. And I was just thinking, wow, I wouldn't say that to myself. And I know that ghosts don't give a shit about that if they were true. Where is this feedback coming from? And why am I isolating myself so much? Am I weak by letting that happen? I don't know. Because when this kind of subject comes up too, I showed my video to a couple people, and because they were wondering how I was doing, and since I did a great job at explaining and showing what I was doing the other night, I thought I'd just play it for them or recommend it to them. And they got into it, they listened to it, they got maybe like 4 minutes into it, and then they were just like, this is making me uncomfortable. I don't think I want to watch this. And then they didn't want to, they just kind of started to get sensitive with it. And I said, yeah, whatever you guys want. You can watch it again later or something like that. And they said, yeah, I think that we could do that. We could watch it later again. And then I think I did a great job at trying to explain it, and I tried to bring awareness around what is invisible and running around causing trouble. But anyways, I did get compassion from it though, because they did finish watching the video, and they said they just didn't know how to react to a hangman's noose, and me taking it seriously and going to use it because of an empty room and voices that only I could hear. Voices that were aware, that were talking to me back and forth. A voice that called himself Jesus. It also included the religious part too. So that's a lot to take in. And that's a lot to listen to and to believe. I mean, you can't just watch a YouTube video with all that propaganda and stuff and just be like, whoa, that's I don't know how to feel about this. you take medication, you have a disorder, and your wholeness. It gets so complicated, and it's not they. I don't know if they want to know what the source is or why it's happening like that. I do. I certainly want to know. I am very intrigued by this, by what happens to me on a regular basis. And since I'm bringing it up a lot, I thought I would just like start documenting a little bit more in a more professional way than I was doing it the other day or the 10 months ago. But I'm not going to bring it up every day. I mean, just today was another day that was just intense. So that's what I'm thinking, is just that I would like to see what kind of weapons they use. I would like to see what was like the satellites. They just how does it work? I mean, like I'm just intrigued enough to just ask and just say I have questions. I mean, I don't mean to expose you and just like cause you trouble or anything, but I would like to know how your waves got to my skin, or your waves got to inside my head and fogged my brain. I mean, like I had that thought right then and there, and how did you know to turn that fog machine thing on and it got to my head? I'm so like, could you please help me understand that? I mean, I mean no harm. I just want to know. That's all. I mean, I would like to just have that type of educational. I would probably be more impressed than anything else. I would probably be like, that's amazing that the human capacity to be at that level and keep it quiet and secret and all that that's just amazing to me. That I mean, like, yeah, I saw this one weapon where it's a truck, and then it had this it had like a satellite thing standing out, right? And they brought it down like this to the people, and the people were standing there. No bullets, no anything like that. No pillow to push them down or anything like that. They just went, and it was amazing. And I was just like, wow, is that real? It was real. And then they tried it again from 50 miles or 50 feet apart. And those people had no chance. They just fell down. And then they tried it 100 feet apart, and the same thing happened. Then they applied it to some lethal things. So they put a shack at a distance, and then the truck sent that vortex thing, which just like that. There was no sound, and it went, and that shack just shattered. And I was like, wow. And I was more excited than anything else. I was just like, I don't know if it's dangerous. It looks like it's dangerous if it does that. But I mean, like, I'm just so impressed by the technology that I was just like, how? I don't know. So it makes me wonder, like, what is in this air right in front of us? And am I touching somebody or something? You know, it's kind of stupid to say things like that. But I mean, it's amazing how we've gone from the Colt gun, and they have all those little mechanisms in the handle and the bullets, and then the barrel having the grooves in it, so the bullet can go fly straight out. And that's just from one hand, like that. It's just like that was in 1770 or something like that. That's when they made that one handgun. And now we've advanced to a truck that has a satellite thing on it, and it'll knock people down and beat up, destroy a shack from a very long distance. And I was just amazed by it. I was just like, if we could do this, we can get to Mars. We can get to Mars. We can make room in the universe for us. We can find ways to get air there. We can innovate a suit that could breathe out in space, because that's a great idea. That I heard once that I should brainstorm on or something like that. And those types of innovations, like inventing those types of things are necessary, and they're vital. And I think that I really believe that we are capable of doing that, making it to Mars, giving it an atmosphere, finding water, finding life, and going from planet to planet. It would be so wonderful for all. I mean, I don't know if I'm definitely not gonna be alive then, but it's wonderful to dream about it. It gives me just not hope, faith in humanity. It gives me I wish I could just say good things about us as humans. Smart as, I don't know. Because when I was little, we had toys and stuff, but there were toys that were made for us. And I tried one time to make a car like the Flintstones, because I was on the reservation, and I wanted to make a car like the Flintstones, and it was gonna be powered by my feet, and it was I never made I couldn't make it because the rims were too heavy, because I borrowed them from like the junkyard and stuff, and then and the cab part, there wasn't really a cab part, and then I just couldn't put it together, because you gotta put the wheels on the see, I don't even know the mechanics of a car, so let alone anything that would go to Mars. I don't think I could ever really contribute too much with that, but that's, I mean, like, I would cheer on the sidelines and just be like, yeah, you can't believe America made it up there. Well, anyways, I digress, and I talk too much about things like that. It's just that sometimes I see the picture from a bigger and broader perspective than I do just my problems and why this happens and why that happened. I was always a curious young man. I was always very curious when I was younger and little. It's just that I didn't have a lot of people to teach me or tell me the answers to the questions that I was asking. And it takes me a little bit of time to really understand what you're saying, mostly. But I will. And I may not be able to write it down on paper and turn it in for a test, but I totally remember everything you told me about it, and I'm pretty sure that if you gave me 2 or 3 chances to write them down on that test, I probably will get them all written down on that test. It just takes me a little bit more tries to do something, you know? But I got the information in my head, and it makes me feel good. I'm not trying to say that I missed out on my life because I didn't have teachers or anyone, no big brothers around me and to teach me about football and things like that, you know. But I'm just saying, like, I was always very curious about life and how it came to be, and I still have conversations like that with my friends, and that's it. I still can teach myself all of those things, and so can you. All right, well, I'm gonna go. Okay. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for checking out Yuma. Thank you for checking out our video. And this one is a long video, so I hope that when I didn't bore anybody, and that you guys will like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. I gotta start throwing that into the message. And I really, really would like to hear from your comments about anything. If you want to hate on me and tell me, oh, your voice sounds like you're stupid or something, you're a dumbass, or I really want to know that, so that way I can avoid making a dumbass out of myself the next time I leave a video. Or if I talk too much and you want to see more of me running around in the forest or something like that. If you want to see parts of San Francisco that you want me to that you want to see before you live here, or before you visit, I can go to those places and tell you. If you write down the address or put the address down in the comments, and then tell me to go visit that building, and then I could film like right outside of it, and or things like that. That's an example. So if you want me to go to the Bay Bridge, and you want me to be under it and see if you can. I want you to interact, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm ready for interaction because I do look at the comments to see if anybody's leaving me comments on there. I'm going to be here for a while. Me and Yuma are going to be here for a while. I'm not going to give them up. Sorry, like I said, that now I'm back to being motivated to keep them. No, just that's still open because I don't know how long life is going to be. You know, there's always tomorrow, but I just want to invite you to leave comments at the bottom. You do have to make a YouTube account, which isn't hard. It's not difficult to have a YouTube Google account. And please like my videos or dislike them. Please subscribe to me and leave me comments. And Yuma will give you kisses. I'm just kidding. Thanks for being my friend. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for watching my video. Until next time, guys. Bye.